Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, the #6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Red Raiders will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Moore to the air. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had it.
He's going for it all. Makes the grab on the left side. Finds some room. Touchdown, Ducks. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Joyner. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Dropping back, it's Morton. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Benson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to pass, it's Morton. Catch in the middle, it's Egan. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Douglas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the defense dialed up the blitz. Quarterback knew he was going to get hit, but he also knew it was man coverage, so he found his best matchup. He got it out of his hands early, right before getting smacked to get that completion.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And the runner is down, and so is the flag. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Here comes the offense on second down. Going up top again. He rifles one deep down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Red Raiders are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Back to throw, it's Morton. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. They get to him as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Throwing on the run. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And the Ducks send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Now on the return. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Finds a tight end. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
To the air, it's Morton. Under fire. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got room on the return. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to go up top on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. The defense took advantage with the interception.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the...
Oh, out of space. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Red Raider. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore will throw. He's looking deep. Wide open. He makes the catch. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Ducks. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
It is so hard as a defender to have to stop that big fella from catching the corner route, right? He already has great size and long arms, and he can jump. So what do? I mean, you're not trying to create pass interference and a penalty, but that's just a size mismatch, and the offense took advantage.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Red Raider!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Going over the top. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Going to swing it on second down. That's reeled in. It's Benson. At the 45 on his way. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
I think oftentimes for a quarterback, accuracy goes down a little bit when you're not thrown from the pocket in a good throwing position. Every time you scramble, every time you start running, you really got to make sure that all of your fundamentals are in check. And that time, the quarterback just got a little bit out of whack, and that affected the accuracy on that throw.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Looking downfield on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Moore will throw. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Coming out with it, it's Hudson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback adapting. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Complete to the left. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
8 yards on the play. 2nd down coming up.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
First half. Oregon, 28. Texas Tech, 13.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Moore to the air. He uncorks one deep. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown Ducks! And the route is on.
Well, if you were wondering if this offense was going to be more conservative in the second half after all the success they had in that first period, think again. They waste no time taking a shot on their opening drive early on, and they've already scored a touchdown here. This defense continues to be on their heels.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
35.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Hudson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got him downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to color on offense.
To the air, it's Morton. Got a man, it's Carter. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Oh, better look out. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
It's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and something.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Grab near the marker. It's Whittington. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige.
Lots of room to run. Cross Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
Moore will throw. He tries to take the top off. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oregon!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hudson. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter. Oregon, 42. Texas Tech, 13.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
42 spike.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense...
Intercepted for the 11th time. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they...
Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game. I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
The Red Raiders are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Lots of running room. He's loose. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Red Raider.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. And they can't make the connection.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
This time it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up because they're blowing this team out. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots. They're going to play until this clock reads all zeros.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. On the move at the 30. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw again. Going for the big play. Got it in stride inside the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense. And they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
That makes the score Oregon 56.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick this one away.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run it on the counter. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Dropping back, it's Morton. Quickly to the tight end. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jess.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
Catch in the middle. It's Miller. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible.